Hello everyone, and welcome to the Rookie Critic YouTube channel. I'd watch part 1 before I watched this video, but if you don't feel like it, then stick around and see what you think. We touched on older events that happened with the Brie Larson drama, going all the way back to when there was an issue with her expression and her first Captain Marvel trailer, and went over a few of the Rotten Tomatoes shenanigans. In this video, we'll be continuing right where we left off, so sit back, relax, and let's roll. Rotten Tomatoes removed the want-to-see scores, and there were some bots reviewing Captain Marvel, but even more stuff happened involving them. In early March, I believe this happened right after Captain Marvel was in theaters, over 50,000 reviews of the film were removed and left only 7,000 left, and raised the score as a result. Rotten Tomatoes claimed that it was just a glitch as they were making some changes to their website. Odin, from Odin's Movie Blog, covered the subject and did a lot of research, and it seemed that the only movie that had reviews that were affected was Captain Marvel. There wasn't any proof that they specifically removed reviews on purpose to protect Captain Marvel, but it was at the point where anything having to do with Brie Larson and Captain Marvel was pretty bizarre. It also helps to consider that Captain Marvel was and is being pushed as some ultra-feminist film that will inspire women and little girls everywhere. In my opinion, that was really part of the problem, because then it wasn't even about the movie anymore. Wonder Woman was released before this, and the main marketing was that Wonder Woman gets to kick some butt and it should be pretty cool. I'm sure that some people see it as a feminist film, but that was never a reason to go and see it. But that's what makes this whole Brie Larson drama so interesting. Many people, including
40-year-old white dude,
loved Wonder Woman, but not Captain Marvel, yet these same viewers would be called sexist or misogynist for it. I'll get back to that in another video, but I'm not quite finished going through the events. Next up was when Zachary Levi, the actor who stars in the DCEU film Shazam, made a video on Twitter defending Brie from the trolls. I think he was referring to people that were specifically saying that they were going to skip Captain Marvel and go see his film as a statement against Brie, but I could be wrong. In an interview where the interviewer brought that video up, Zach said this.
Defended Brie Larson and Captain Marvel against online trolls. Why was it important for you to do that?
Well, I mean, look, the truth is, I just think it's important to stand for what is right. I think it's important to stand for what is true, and I think that if we can speak truth in love, then we're doing our job in this world. And I wasn't really privy to a lot of the stuff that was going on with that. I was just getting hit on Twitter by a lot of people. I was being added and seen people saying that were clearly false, inflammatory things about Brie, about Captain Marvel, and looping us as Shazam into that. And I was like, no.
In my opinion, this wasn't much of anything. Shazam was being brought up in comments about Captain Marvel and Brie Larson, and from his view, he thought that they were piling up on her and trying to use Shazam as a weapon. However, some people could see it as him virtue signaling, but I didn't see his comments as a big deal. There was a very brief thing that happened with the website Fandango, of which owns the website Rotten Tomatoes, where it seemed like you could only purchase tickets for Captain Marvel that weekend and not allow you to order anything else online or with the app. I don't think that this was specific to Captain Marvel, as this one time I had to order tickets for my mom and my sister, and there was some other movie that was the only movie that we could order, and we're trying to order tickets for the book club, but there was just this one other option and nothing else until after that weekend. After that weekend, then everything else was available online and on the app. But based on how Brie Larson and Captain Marvel keep on being defended by everything and everybody, it would fall into line that there was something else going on here. One last thing that I could think of is when this one guy said that The Unicorn Store, a film recently added to Netflix that Brie made a few years ago, said it wasn't great, and he thinks that she was riding off the success of Captain Marvel. Netflix responded by posting Brie's acting credits, and Brie tweeted Netflix, and people bombarded the guy. That whole thing just seems like a very unnecessary altercation, and not the best move on Netflix's part to actually post it from the Netflix Twitter handle. Maybe if somebody works under there and they post it themselves, but not under Netflix, and that'd be different, but yeah, come on. I mean, there's got to be some type of professionalism there, too, and responding to somebody like that and having people come after her and then her going Netflix isn't the best idea, but again, this is another situation that I kind of see as not that big a deal, but I don't know. I haven't had anything like that happen to me, so I don't know. It is possible that I'm missing some other events that happened with Captain Marvel and whatnot, but the last one that I can think of was the empty seats in movie theaters all across opening weekend. I don't normally do videos like this, so I'm not sure how to find the tweets where they showed Captain Marvel's empty theater seats, but Odin's movie blog covers this topic very well, and he gives his thoughts on it, having worked for movie theaters before. The issue, though, was that many theaters were sold out, yet, when people went, there were a good 20 or so seats that nobody was sitting in at more than a few different locations across the US. I had some discussions with other people around the time that this happened, and it turns out that it's not uncommon for companies to buy some of their own stuff to inflate their numbers to look more impressive, so that when other people look at it, they see the high numbers and think it was a success, and then they might go watch it as well. I don't think that there's anything wrong with doing that, but I would just prefer if companies that partake in inflating some of their numbers would say so, especially with figures that are being thrown around that the film was so widely liked when they had a hand in making the numbers rise to manipulate potential customers. I know that there is no law against somebody doing that, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't, I'm just giving my opinion right there, and maybe I'll do some more research on this in the future, but this is just my thoughts as I see it right now. Alrighty, that about wraps this one up. I'm going to do one more video after this, and in the finale, I'm going to do a very quick recap over all these events and talk about some of the more recent stuff, as well as the reactions from people and the growth of many YouTubers in the community. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope that you all have a very great rest of your day, and Rookie Critic out. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like, share, subscribe, notify, and comment. You can contact me at the links to social media below. I'm on a quest to watch over 100 classic/popular films. Give me some suggestions and let me know if you'd want to join a watch party. For more incredible content, check out the Fandom Collective YouTube channel, where my buddies and I post extra videos and promote smaller YouTubers. And while you're at it, check out this amazing group of fantastic, rising content creators.